So when we're thinking of efficiencies, all right, I'm thinking when I think of efficiency, I think of two big places within my dealership, right? It's the
Hmm.
people and systems in which I'm using, but it's usually kind of one of the same, right? Because it's how the people are using the systems that I'm paying for. But let's talk about people first. You know, if a
Yeah.
dealership was come to you and say, "Hey, Josh, I want to be more efficient with my people." All right, what kind of advice would you give them? How would you start?
So yeah, so one of the things I've really been preaching the last, well, actually, I mean, I really all throughout my career, but the last couple of years more so, is assessments and getting to know
Mm,
who your people are from a personality assessment standpoint. And there's a whole bunch of them, obviously Myers-Briggs, DIF, predictive index, et cetera. I obviously, got one that I prefer. But when you figure out how to effectively communicate with your staff, it is a world of difference. And we haven't done that in the
yeah.
past. In the past, it was, you hire some salespeople. All right, get out there. The strong survive. Everybody else is gone, and we'll just keep moving. Well, now that unemployment is at effectively zero, you can't do that. And I hear so many managers, GSMs, GMs, dealer principals going, I just don't know how to motivate these new younger salespeople. They don't seem
Good
to be
point.
motivated by money, which is probably accurate. And one of the assessments that I use is the motivating factors for people. There's 7 different motivating factors. And it's actually the same assessment Tony Robbins uses when he coaches heads of state and apparently Conor McGregor now and all that stuff. So it's tried and true. But it's interesting when you pull this, and one of the motivating factors is economics, and that would be money, competition, that
Mhm.
sort of thing, which is what you would think that your typical salesperson is motivated by.
When
What
I
I'm
started the industry,
seeing a
that's what it
lot of,
was.
right? Yeah.
Yep.
What I'm seeing a lot of now is it's shifting to altruism. They're actually
Mm,
motivated by helping people. And you go, wow, how can a car salesman, how does that even make any sense? Well, they may have just happened into the job. It may be a job to them, not a career. But either way, we want to get the most out of them. And the happier they are, the happier their customers are going to be. So we just have to serve up a message. And rather than talking to them about bonuses and commissions, we've got to talk to them about, hey, Mrs. Jones, she's going to trade in her car. Her tires are bald. Her
mm.
registration's up. She's at a terrible interest rate. We can get her a better interest rate, new car, more reliable, blah, blah, blah. Go down that path. We're going to be helping Mrs. Jones if we sell her a car. Now, all of a sudden, whoa, you're talking their language, right?
Yeah.
And the money is going to be a byproduct of their success. But if we can learn to talk in a language that is familiar to them, that's going to be the way to do it. Now, the hard part is, as management team, we've got to learn to talk in, 4 or 5 different languages, as opposed to just one blunt object that we're used to communicating with, because that's not going to work anymore.